The House will obviously be fully aware that we have a very important vote tomorrow in which all honourable members will want to take part. And I raise the issue of my honourable friend, the member for Hampstead and Kilburn, who is 9 months pregnant and due to have a caesarean tomorrow. Now, she should not have to choose between going through the division lobby in a wheelchair, 9 months pregnant, having postponed her caesarean, or losing her right to vote. If the whips were to agree, and with the agreement of the Leader of the House, would it be possible, Mr. Speaker, for you to facilitate her to have a proxy vote so she can have her baby and have her vote? This is something the House agreed to in February last year in principle. In the circumstances of this important vote tomorrow and my honourable friend's pregnancy, would it be possible for this to be arranged?
I will come to the honourable lady happily, but perhaps... very well. Let's hear it now. Point of order, Emma Reynolds.
Further to that point of order, Mr. Speaker, could you advise me as to how to expedite the process of introducing proxy votes? And I would wonder, how many babies do we collectively have to have in this House before we see any change? I'll probably on my second before we have a policy to change and introduce proxy votes. I would just urge that there should be some urgency to this reform of the House.
Well, let me respond to the Right Honourable and Learned Lady and to the Honourable Lady. In the first instance, I think it worthwhile to be candid in saying that I am advised, and of course I seek advice and must then hear what the advice is, that it is not within the gifts of party authorities, though I would argue they are in a sense House authorities, to facilitate proxy voting for tomorrow. I respect that view, though in all candour I'm not sure that I agree with it, but it is tendered to me in good faith, and I put it out there for the House to know. I believe that it is absolutely essential, not just in terms of the rights of the honourable member, but for the reputation of this House as an institution approaching or starting to take an interest in the modern world, that the honourable member for Hampstead and Kilburn should be facilitated tomorrow to vote. The notion that she should have to be wheeled through a division lobby, I think would be regarded as very large numbers of people as completely uncivilised. That should not have to happen. It has been suggested to me that in a departure from, or at any rate an extension of, the normal nodding through arrangement that exists, which ordinarily applies to somebody who is indisposed but on the parliamentary estate, the honourable lady could be nodded through so that her vote would count, even if she were in fact in a hospital bed at the time. I do not rule out that possibility, and for my part I would be happy on my own shoulders to agree to that. Personally, I think it preferable that the honourable lady should have a proxy vote, but that does seem to me to depend upon cross-party agreement. I have been approached about this matter by the chair of the all-party group on women in the House, the honourable lady, the member for Chelmsford, who wrote to me very recently. And it's good to see the honourable lady, the member for Chelmsford, is in her place. Forgive me, I hadn't seen her, and if she wants to come in on this exchange very properly, she can, not if she doesn't wish to do so. I wrote back to the honourable lady, the member for Chelmsford, making it explicitly clear that I have, from this chair, made clear my own support for and willingness to assist in the introduction of proxy voting for purposes of baby leave. I have done that several times. I think it is important for the House to know, and for those attending our proceedings to be told of the facts of this matter. This matter has been debated in the Chamber twice. First, on the 1st of February last year, in a debate under the auspices of the Backbench Business Committee, if memory serves me, a debate secured at the instigation of the Right Honourable and Learned Lady, the member for Camberwell and Peckham. Now, on that occasion, the proposition that proxy voting for baby leave should be introduced was passed, if I'm right, nem con, that is to say, without opposition. Subsequently, there was a debate in this chamber on the 13th of September last year, in government time, what is called a general debate. There was no division of the House, and so there is no recorded vote, but my recollection on that occasion is that there was strong support for the change. The Leader of the House, who I think was present at the time, indicated her desire to expedite progress on this matter, and I understand from my own contacts it to have been very much her wish to be able to bring about change before the end of last year. I think, if I may say so, and I will, it is extremely regrettable that almost a year after the first debate, and over 4 months after the second debate, this change has not been made. This is frankly lamentable. Lamentable. Lamentable and very disadvantageous and injurious to the reputation of this House. So if there is agreement that can be reached between the usual channels today, and I'm chairing in the chamber, so members will need to come and tell me what has been agreed, I myself am very happy to facilitate a change for tomorrow, preferably in the form of a proxy vote for the Honourable Lady, but at the very least ensuring that she can be nodded through. It really is time, in pursuit of the express will of this House, that reactionary forces are overcome. And if people want to express their opposition, let them not do it murkily behind the scenes. Let them have the character to say up front that they oppose progressive change. And I hope that we can get progressive change, and what better opportunity to do so than before our historic vote tomorrow. I hope I have made my own views clear.